What is up, everyone? Chipotle reported earnings today, and the earnings weren't great. Now, Chipotle was a company I was holding in my YouTube challenge portfolio, but I actually sold out of them yesterday. And I'm going to show you why on the charts. We're going to do some technical analysis of Chipotle, why I sold out. But I sold my shares yesterday, and I'm glad I did because the stock is now down 15% after earnings. Being down 15% after earnings is a huge single day decrease. That does not look good for the company at all. But let's read a little bit about the report. Chipotle on Wednesday cut its full year sales outlook for the third straight quarter as the company continues to deal with a traffic decline and economic pressure on its core customer. The company said in its third quarter earnings release, it now expects same store sales to decline in the single low digit range this year. Wall Street expected the company's same store sales to decline 0.7% this year, which was below Chipotle's forecast in July for sales to be flat, but remained a more conservative drop off than what the company told investors. Chipotle stock plummeted more than 13% on Wednesday in after hours trading following the news. Yeah, let's see what else. Basically, like the cost of food and the cost of labor has increased, which is cutting into their margins. They're getting less overall sales, like people going into the store. Adjusted earnings per share of 29 cents were in line with the street's expectations. Same store sales grew 0.3%, less than the 1% expected. Higher menu prices and an increase in the average ticket size offset the lower foot traffic in the quarter. So less people are coming in, but they're spending more than they used to simply because the menu items are cost more. So revenue hasn't decreased a ton, but less people are going in. So basically, the growth story of Chipotle is in danger. They're no longer growing, traffic is decreasing, and they're forecasting a larger decrease. So things are not looking good. But let's look at the chart. So this is where we were previously looking per my last video. And what I noticed, and I've been saying is, actually, let me go to the daily chart. I've been wanting price to stay above this 0.618 retracement, and it did for a little bit, which was making me feel confident. But it started dipping below, and it now is below the 50-day moving average. So I also have the Bollinger Bands on here, and price was at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, below all the moving averages, and I sold at $40.70, so right at the top of the day here yesterday. But let me show you what really, really, really scared me. If we look at the monthly chart, Chipotle is at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and the Bollinger Bands are expanding. The median line is also starting to point downwards. Those things suggest the price is going to continue going down. Based on that, and based on the fact that it was below the moving averages on the daily chart, it might even be on the weekly chart, it lost the 0.618 and also is now below the 0.65. With earnings coming up, I felt like I needed to get out of this position because earnings were going to be the catalyst that makes price go down lower. And sure enough, that happened, and it happened in a big way. So as of now, this retracement is still in play. Price is actually at the 0.786, right at the 100 monthly moving average. So price could find support there and go up. That being said, I'm not going to re-enter the stock yet. We will see what happens. There is also still the 200 monthly moving average. If we look at the weekly chart, it is below all the moving averages. So things are not looking good. So then that begs the question, are we seeing a bigger correction? Is this the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Are we going to see a larger correction of this entire move? If that's the case, then it makes sense that this is a whole big, let's say, wave 1, and we're going to see a retracement down to the 0.618, the 0.65 here also has this area of support around $27. It's quite possible that Chipotle goes down to $27. So I'm going to watch this stock and see what it does. Maybe if things look okay around 27, I will re-enter this stock. But as of now, I sold out of my position. And yeah, even on the monthly chart, Price is below that 50 monthly moving average at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, with the Bollinger Bands expanding, the median line pointing down. Things were not looking good. And then the earnings down 15%. So we're right here. Not looking good for Chipotle. I would not be surprised if price continues to go down tomorrow. Again, we will see what happens. We'll watch it, but just a quick update on Chipotle. I did sell my position yesterday, and I'm very thankful that I did. Even though it was just a small $500 position, I sold it when I was up about 1%. If I didn't sell, I would now be down about 15% on this position. But I was basically selling because the stock price looked very weak, and I was not feeling confident about the company. So I've actually been eating at Chipotle recently. The food's been really good. I've been enjoying the food. I've been enjoying the new red chimichurri, but unfortunately, sales are on decline, and we will have to see what happens. But that is it. Just a quick update on Chipotle. Charts are not looking good. Charts are looking very bearish, and obviously the reaction with the price going down. Can I move this over? Yeah, we can see now it's down 15% after the close. Things are not looking good at Chipotle. We'll see what happens.